We'll have some cooler temperatures along with lower humidity for both Wednesday and Thursday. Still staying sunny and dry, along with another big warm up coming our way over the weekend. I'll have all those details coming up.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 10, how that hot weather Jenna talked about could be making a local lake unsafe. Also ahead, racing to fix the bathrooms at a popular park before the deadline. And the latest on the race for mayor in Aiken, a race that's not over yet. As your news at 10 starts now.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 10 on MeTV.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Brad Means. We do thank you for joining us. And yes, coverage you can count on begins in Aiken, WJBF.com. As we take a first look at our weather on this busy news night, busy weather-wise as well, Jenna, with all the heat.
Yes, it's been very hot this week. High humidity as well. We've been dealing with the heat index well over 100 degrees. That's why we had a Viper 6 alert day earlier today. But the good news is that we're done with that now. And as we go into the next couple of days, we'll actually get some heat relief. But right now on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over at Washington Road, if you look closely, you can actually see some stars out in the sky. We have mostly clear conditions right now. And earlier today, we had a high of 97 degrees. That is a whole 5 degrees above average. So definitely one of our hottest weeks so far this summer, and we will continue to see some high heat as we go into the weekend, but we'll get into that in the full forecast. In the meantime, warm and muggy conditions this evening, 84 in Augusta, 86 in Barnwell, right at 80 degrees in McCormick, 82 in Millen, 84 in Aiken, Wrightsville also at 84, and 81 in Edgefield. Our dew points are still very high in some locations, such as Waynesboro at 79, 78 in Sylvania, but we do have those lower dew points around 71 in Edgefield and Aiken, so that's making it feel like more so the mid to upper 80s compared to down south of I-20, feeling like 95 still in Waynesboro. Our winds are coming in from the north now, though, and that is some good news. Right now it's pretty breezy, and those northerly winds are helping to bring in some drier air from North Carolina, which we'll begin to feel tomorrow. So we have this backdoor cold front that came through the area today, and that is also bringing us a few clouds. But right now, those clouds are mostly pushing down towards the south, and we'll have plenty of sunshine for tomorrow. Still no rain in the forecast, 90 degrees by 3 p.m. And that's our high temperature. We won't get any hotter than that. So cooler and less humid day, staying sunny and dry, but the heat returns very quickly on Friday. And next week will be cooler and much wetter. I'll have all those details coming up in the full forecast, but back to you, Brad.
All right, Jenna, thank you. This hot weather still ahead. Why some business owners in South Carolina are raising concerns about liquor liability. The details and a look at that forecast from Jenna. Heat relief coming up.
If you've been arrested for a DUI in Georgia, you may only have 30 days to protect your license or your privilege to drive here. Hi, I'm Tiffany Duncan of DUI Duncan, the DUI firm here in Augusta. Visit our website at DUIDuncan.com to see what we've done to help so many drivers. If you've been arrested for a DUI in Georgia, call me now for a free consultation. While the firm, of course, cannot guarantee results, we do guarantee hard work and fast action.
Remember the name, DUI Duncan. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Good Tuesday evening. You're taking a live look at our time lapse over at Augusta Regional Airport. We had a lot of sunshine today and a beautiful sunset with just a few clouds out there. And as we go into the overnight hours, we'll keep it mostly clear. It's overall a really pleasant night. Check out those beautiful colors from earlier. Now, of course, nice and dark outside. Winds are calm and temperatures are still warm. We're sitting at 84 degrees, feeling like 90 still, due to that dew point of 73. Right now, all of us in the 80s, 82 in Sparta, 81 in Gibson, 80 up in McCormick, and 86 still in Barnwell, with a pretty big spread of dew points. 68 in Edgefield, but 10 degrees higher than that down in Sylvania at 78. So definitely some more moisture down in our southern lying counties, and that's making the heat index still feeling like 90 degrees in Augusta all the way down to Waynesboro, but some lower values up in Edgefield and McCormick. Now we have the clouds on satellite and radar as well. Those are all pushing down towards the south as a cold front heads to our south as as well. This came through earlier tonight, and that is also going to bring us some heat relief tomorrow, along with some drier air moving in behind it. Notice high pressure, though, still just to our west, and that will keep our neighbors out towards the west still very, very hot, and this high pressure will take back over within the next few days, and I'll have the details on that in a moment. But now let's check in on Texas. Tropical depression Harold is starting to weaken. Now, right now, the center is located over the Rio Grande River, still bringing showers, storms, and windy conditions to southern Texas. But the good news is that Harold is almost done for. Notice by the overnight hours tonight, it will just be a remnant low pressure, and then we're done with Harold. Now, we are still looking at Franklin, though, to the south of Hispaniola. This will likely be strengthening as well. Winds right now 40 miles per hour, and it is expected to make landfall somewhere in the Dominican Republic very shortly within the next couple of days, and then it will strengthen as it enters the Atlantic up to a hurricane. Now, it may look like it's getting towards our area, but I do expect that to stay out to sea and will not be impacting us. But we do have two more areas to watch. Chances right now around 30 to 50%, so medium chances of development there. I'll keep my eye on it. Now, mostly sunny skies tomorrow, upper 80s to low 90s, definitely a much cooler day. Check this out, only feeling like 93 and only feeling like 97 on Thursday. Really not too bad. But then we enter the more so dangerous heat category as we go into Friday and the weekend. Those values on the rise. Now, as for our dew points, this is tomorrow morning. Notice we'll start out in the 60s, but then those 50s start to creep in, at least for our South Carolina counties. That'll feel really nice and refreshing tomorrow. Definitely a nice round of heat relief for our Wednesday and Thursday. You can see that cold front coming through, and then not much happening as we go into Thursday. High pressure does start to make its way towards our area, though, and that will heat us up more as we go into Friday and Saturday. Your 10-day forecast showing the cooler temperatures for now, 93 for your Thursday, back up to 98 on Friday, and that triple-digit mark on Saturday. And at that point, we will have the chance of storms as well, and more storms all of next week with cooler temperatures only in the 80s.
I love that, Jenna. Thank you. Did you know the business owners in South Carolina are calling for liquor liability reform? Yeah, back in 2017, a law was passed that required some companies that serve alcohol to have $1 million in liquor liability insurance. This was to protect victims of drunk driving and their families. But advocates for reform say the language in that law could ultimately expose businesses to lawsuits.
These are small businesses that are going to struggle, or they're just simply going to close because they can't afford the liability insurance. So we need our legislators to figure out the proper wording to entice the insurance carriers to come back to South Carolina.
Lawmakers did file some bills this year to address the issue, but those measures never gained much traction. Still ahead, the push from the White House for high...
And First Baptist Church of North Augusta. Register now at WJBF.com/cheer.
And last but not least, an Ohio officer being called a hero tonight.
He saved a family from a burning home while on patrol.
Jack Shea has the story.
Sheffield Village police officer Kevin Bring is on patrol when he spots the glow of a fire behind a home on East River Road. Patrolman Bring discovers that a fire pit on the deck has ignited a blaze that is spreading to the back of the home. Armed with a small fire extinguisher, the officer tries to put out the flames, but quickly realizes that he cannot and that anyone inside the home is in danger.
Your house is on fire. Get out.
Really?
Yeah.
The officer is able to alert a young man sleeping in the living room, but his roommate is asleep in a back bedroom closest to the smoke and flames.
This one? Yeah. Your house is on fire. Get out.
It takes a while, but Patrolman Bring is able to awaken the second resident, but he does not seem to understand the danger he's in. So the officer goes back inside and convinces the man to get out.
Come on, man. Oh my God.
It's only after the man sees the fire that he comprehends the danger he was in and realizes how fortunate that he and his roommate are that Patrolman Bring spotted the fire and made sure that they got out of the house.
The biggest issue here was the lack of working smoke detectors within the home. So without law enforcement present, Would they have ever been notified? Would they have found out before it was too late? No doubt.
Yeah.
That is absolutely amazing. Well done and just incredible.
Yeah, and the forecast is amazing tomorrow. It will be much cooler with our temperatures only topping off in the upper 80s to low 90s, lower humidity and plenty of sunshine. Heating up quickly though, we'll be up to 98 again on Friday and 100 degrees on Saturday. At that point, we'll see a few storms around as well. Those storm chances continue into next week. And at that point, we will be much, much cooler in the mid 80s.
All right, Jenna, thank you for that. And thank you for watching back at the top of the hour on News Channel 6 at 11.
Where that Hogan's Heroes is next, right here on Me TV.
On America.
Tomorrow will feel a little bit refreshing as we will have cooler temperatures along with lower humidity, but enjoy that while it lasts because Friday and Saturday we are heating right back up. I'll have all those details coming up.
Right now on News Channel 6 at 11, the results of the race for mayor in Aiken.
If there's a way for us to assist you in the community that you're in, we want to be that help.
The pilot program in Aiken should go live in late September. A lot of information about it on our website for you, WJBF.com. Well, Jenna, hot mayor's race, hot temperatures. What more is going to happen temperature-wise? We need a break here.
Well, Brad, the temperatures are all over the place over the next 10 days. We'll have a little bit of everything for everyone, but in the meantime, it is a warm and muggy night under mostly clear skies. Here's a live look now at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam outside the station. Overall, pretty pleasant conditions this evening, but earlier today, it sure was hot. We reached a high of 97 degrees. That puts us 5 degrees above average for this time of the year. So definitely one of the hottest weeks we've had. And we will get a break over the next couple of days, but we aren't quite done with the summer heat yet. Right now, the temperatures are in the upper 70s through low 80s, 79 in Thompson and Augusta, Allendale 81, 83 in Aiken, 78 in Sylvania, Wrightsville, you're 82 and 80 degrees in Edgefield and Washington. Our dew points are anywhere from the low 70s to upper 70s, definitely some drier air filtering into our northern counties, but still a muggy 79 degrees down in Allendale, making it feel more like 90 degrees outside still. So still feeling pretty warm tonight, upper 80s to those low 90s, but notice we do have a northerly wind coming in, and that'll help bring in some drier and cooler air for our Wednesday. Notice the orange here on our water vapor loop starting to creep into the upstate in the Midlands. That's what we want to see. So that'll give us some nice heat relief tomorrow. Right now, clouds passing to our south along with a backdoor cold front that came in. That's what's bringing us the cloud cover. But by tomorrow, mostly sunny skies and a below average day for a change. We'll be in the upper 80s to around 90 degrees as our highs. So cooler and less humid both tomorrow and Thursday. Staying sunny and dry as well, but the heat returns on Friday, sticks around through the weekend, and next week, that's when we'll have some pretty big changes to the weather. I'll have all those details coming up shortly, but back to you, Brad.
All right, Jenna, thanks. There is
Something about the morning. Makes you feel good now. You know that I love you. Good morning, Augusta. Let's see where it takes us. Good morning, Augusta.
It's bow time.
/cheer. The Live Viper 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Good Tuesday evening. It was a very hot day. Heat index well over the triple digits. Also, mostly sunny today. Another dry one. And here's a live look at actually a time lapse over the last few hours of the beautiful sunset coming down over at Augusta Regional Airport. It was beautiful tonight, and now we are mostly clear as we head towards the overnight hours, sitting at 79 degrees, feeling like 81 due to a dew point of 74. We're seeing anywhere from the upper 70s through mid 80s. 79 in Thompson and Gibson, 81 in Louisville, 78 in McCormick, but 84 still in Barnwell, with those dew points a little bit higher the further south you go as well. 79 in Allendale, 77 in Louisville and Sandersville, but some of that drier air starting to creep into the Midlands. So right now, the heat index anywhere from, say, 77 in McCormick to 90 in Allendale. So definitely it's still a pretty muggy night, but the dew points will lower as we go into tomorrow, and I'll have a look at that coming up shortly. But right now on satellite and radar, clouds pushing down towards the south, mostly sunshine tomorrow. We had a backdoor cold front come in, and that's going to bring in the cooler and drier temperatures or drier conditions for tomorrow. Now shifting things over towards the west, I'm still watching Tropical Depression Harold. This made landfall around Padre Island, Texas earlier today as a tropical storm, and right now it's centered across the Rio Grande River, still bringing widespread showers and storms and some windy conditions down towards southern Texas and parts of Mexico. The good news is that Harold is almost done with. It will just become a remnant low pressure system by tomorrow morning, and then we'll be done with that. Now we are still watching Tropical Storm Franklin to the south of Hispaniola. This will continue to strengthen and move over land, likely making landfall in the Dominican Republic as we go into our Wednesday night or Thursday morning. Then once it passes the rough terrain and enters back over the warm waters of the Atlantic, that's when we'll see some strengthening, likely becoming a Category 1 hurricane by the weekend. And it does look like it could shift towards our direction, but I'm expecting a upper level trough to keep that storm out in the open Atlantic. So that's good news. Now we're watching two other areas of potential development here. No immediate concerns though, and no threats at this time to the United States. Now back to those dew points I was talking about. Tomorrow morning we'll see upper 60s to low 70s still, but then here comes that drier air. This is what we like to see. Dew points dropping into the mid 50s. Definitely nice for an August afternoon. And then even into our Thursday, still in those low 60s, so not feeling too hot on Thursday either. But we'll have another round of heat headed our way Friday and Saturday. This dome of high pressure takes back over, shifting all the heat towards the East Coast, rising our temperatures and our dew points. So notice tomorrow, 90 feeling like 93, really nice. But Friday, 98 feeling like 107, and possibly up to 110 on Saturday, with the actual temperature even reaching the triple digits. But tomorrow we'll top off in the upper 80s to low 90s, plenty of sunshine with mostly clear skies tonight, lows in the low to mid 70s, highs tomorrow anywhere from around 88 degrees to 94 the further south you go. Now our 10-day forecast showing the cooler temperatures for now, Wednesday and Thursday that is. Also our lows will drop into the mid 60s briefly, and then we'll warm right back up Friday into Saturday, also bringing in a chance of rain over the weekend and some rainy conditions, clouds, and cooler temperatures all of next week.
All right, thanks a lot, Jenna. We appreciate it. And there could be a hot weather connection to an increasing amount of potentially dangerous bacteria in Lake Olmsted. The Savannah Riverkeeper looking into water quality there. It's because a test showed E. coli levels were too high for recreation on the lake right now.
It seems like this is a point source, possibly a sewage break or, another source somewhere, but it's just concerning because the level keeps rising week to week.
Carlson says the water was tested this morning. Results should be back this week. Still ahead.
An employer like Amic Farms. Visit countonamic.com to apply today.
Look at this. If you like watching TV on the go, but your phone and tablet just aren't big enough, this might be the solution for you. LG debuting this travel entertainment system, all contained inside a briefcase, a 27-inch screen, speakers, built-in battery. It'll last 3 hours. The briefcase is a stand for the TV when it's open. You can pre-order it right now for $1,000.
Right. I mean, now I know what you're getting me for my birthday. You didn't have to spoil it.
No, we have to all give each other that.
I would use it.
I want that thing.
I don't know if I got $1,000 for it.
Well, for our forecast this week, we are seeing a little bit of heat relief Wednesday and Thursday. Highs only in the low 90s, some spots even in the upper 80s. Also 65 for your Thursday morning. Humidity will be much lower, but then we're heating back up on Friday and 100 degrees on Saturday. But finally, much cooler all of next week.
All right. Thanks a lot, Jenna. Thank you all for watching. We do appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow.